But what the hell?
They ask you how.
Don't ask what the fuck that intro was anyway. It is These Nuts 21985 back again with another Devil May Cry video, since you guys love these so much and you guys love my controversy and you guys love when I piss you off, such as me not putting Dante as best character in DMC. That shit was pretty funny. I made Dante fans salty, but it's fine, it's fine. I got a video for you Dante fans coming up after this one. But for now, this one is going to be ranking every Devil May Cry game from easiest to hardest, because I've always had this question, but I never really thought about it until I was kind of replaying them all over again, and from experience with some research of a website, I was able to put them together. Now keep in mind that, yes, the reboot is included, and that this is more of a personal ranking, so you guys can leave your own ranking at the bottom of the fucking comments or whatever. You know, you're free to your own opinion. You know, we love discussing shit here. Shit, maybe I should have a Discord about this shit. But anyway, I hope you guys will enjoy, and let's just get right to it.
Let's leave it to fate.
But what the hell, boy?
Tails, you go. See you around.
Why isn't DMC2 harder? Blah blah blah, all this bullshit. Look guys, with the fucking website, in my experience, this has probably been the easiest one. Yes, there's the auto aim, but when you find that button, which is I think L2 or R2, I don't remember, OTRT for Xbox, one of those two, you hold it down and then the auto aim disappears. And even though Dante will still want to lock onto them every now and then, even if you hold the button, it still makes it easier. And then the machine guns make it a cakewalk. Lucia has less missions than Dante. And then the fucking amulets, yes, it's stupid, but they still put in work. You know, the lightning shit fucking takes a shit ton of damage from the bosses, and then you combine them and you put this little special power shit. And then, yes, it's very limiting with combos and stuff, but you can fucking, like, get your stylish rank off of damage, because that's what this game really was. It was the stylish stuff based off of damage more than combo variety. And then mission selection became a thing, and then difficulty selection became a thing, and it was probably the least difficult now that I'm looking back at it, even though there's that bitch ass auto aim. It wasn't that hard. Now, S ranking wise, it probably is still difficult, but I mean, compared to like most of the other Devil May Cry games, it's not that bad. Trust me, it's not that bad. Yes, this game's horrible. Yes, fuck the auto aim. But it's still gonna be in D tier because it is pretty fucking easy with them goddamn machine guns and shit.
Yes. Free from the demons. The path is clear for us to rule.
Who would have thought that the worst Devil May Cry games were also going to be the easiest? Maybe that's why they're the worst, who knows? But yes, even with turbo mode in the reboot, the game still feels slow and easy. Maybe not for people that are so used to the other Devil May Cry games, because controls are pretty altered in this one. But it's not too hard to get the hang of, especially when everything's slow. The bosses have very noticeable weaknesses, very noticeable patterns, and it's just a cakewalk, I guess. The reason why it's harder than fucking DMC2 is because you don't have anything cheap like the amulet combinations or like flying or the freaking what's it called, the machine guns. You don't have that kind of cheap shit in this game, so that's why it's slightly more difficult. And then some of the demons will fucking tank, such as the big boy with the big belly. Y'all know which one I'm talking about. And then that baby boss, I speak for everyone who's played this game. Fuck that boss in particular. That. But anyway, reboot DMC C tier, because it is still pretty fucking easy. It's just not cheap like DMC2.
Take care, Nero.
Adios.
I won't lose next time.
Hold on to that until then.
Ah yes, Devil May Cry 5. Kinda easy, kinda hard. I wanna say it's like the middle child when it comes to difficulties. It's hard because Dante must die, you know, DMC4 and 5, they don't have Super Corrupted Virgil, Super Spartan, none of that shit. So you can't heal with the Super Costume, and then it penalizes you for using the Super Costume. And the fucking final boss, whether it's Virgil or Dante, are hard as shit. I think Dante is harder than Virgil though, because he does stun you in his combos and he just takes your hits, whereas Virgil's just fast as shit and then constantly dodging. And the game is also hard because of Hell and Hell mode. Don't even get me started on that difficulty in this game. You get hit 3 times, it's a wrap. You gotta start the whole mission over, no fucking checkpoint. No Vital Stars, no Devil Stars in this game, no Holy Water, even though those things are practically useless. But it's easy because you have the most combo variety in this game. And then the fucking moves and shit do a lot of damage. And then they're more balanced in this game, even though some of the enemies are pretty fucking goddamn cheap. But you also get a bunch of shit that will make it easier, such as like with Nero, when you get to break the Devil Breaker, stuff like that. And this game is the easiest one to get S rankings on. I swear to God, you just have to fucking play the game and not die. That's it. S rankings in this game are the easiest, I shit you not. So DMC5 is going to be on B tier when it comes to difficulty because it is like the most balanced one, and then graphics are amazing and all these other reasons as to why people would rank this game above DMC3, but let's not get into it. That's a different time for a different video because for me DMC3 is better than DMC5.
Helpful hint. Take a tip from the elders.
DMC4, where most of the damage comes from DPS and not actual hits, where fucking S rankings have to be earned from fucking red orbs. I swear to God, getting S rankings in this game it's so fucking strict how they did it that it's not even fun to try and get S ranks in this game. And I've seen people get them just by doing the missions with no damage, which is like the only other alternative way you can do it if you want to do the orbs and all that other bullshit. But yes, DMC4 is pretty difficult. Not the hardest though, surprisingly, because some people do have an easy time on it. And then, you know, with the special edition with Lady Trish and Virgil, a lot of people have the option of choosing their main. And then there's a lot of people like me or Virgil fanboys, you get to play as him throughout the entire game, whereas the other ones, they alternate between characters in certain missions. But let's not get into that because yes, this game has some decent combo variety. It has Vital Stars, Devil Stars, all that shit, even though you do get penalized for using those items and you know, but let's not fucking talk about that because this game is a challenge. It was a challenge for me. I remember I was trying to do no-hit runs in this game and I just had to put the game away because it was pissing me off. Turbo mode was also pretty fast in this game, which I did enjoy because I feel like playing these games now in regular speed feels janky as shit. Or not janky, like, it's just really slow that it gets boring. So maybe it's on me why I had to put the game away. But DMC4 is going on A tier. Let's get to the next one.
A man with guts and honor. I like that. But it's a shame you serve Mundus.
Yo, I don't know what they fed the enemies and the bosses in this game, but goddamn, fucking hard felt like Dante Must Die in other games, and Dante Must Die in this game felt like Hell in Hell in DMC5. I shit you not, this game was so hard, but then again it has the horror aesthetic, but also like you can't replay missions, so you can't give a S ranking on every mission unless you're God himself, but thankfully S ranking every mission in this game isn't a necessity if you're trophy hunting or achievement hunting. And then the fucking enemies also like to spam, and then there's no gold orbs, the yellow orb bullshit, so that also makes it a challenge. So you can take your pick between this one and DMC4 being harder than the other, but I think these two belong in the same tier because they are both pretty difficult in their own way, and both of them are A tier, and surprisingly it's not the hardest according to other players out there, because we have one more game that apparently goes in S tier, but I understand why.
Why isn't this working? Is there something missing? Must more blood be shed?
You seem to be in a bad mood.
Dante.
So, my mother's amulet is the key that unlocks the door to the demon world. Good plan, Pop.
Just the opposite, actually. Originally, it was the key to the demon world, but was given to humans as a gift.
It doesn't matter to me one way or the other. More importantly, I've come all this way. I'm sure you have time for one more game, right?
Why not? After all, we share the same blood. I'll just use more of yours to undo Daddy's little spell.
So, you want a piece of me, literally? Okay, bro. Come and get it, if you can.
So some people, as well as myself, are probably going to comment that DMC3 isn't the hardest for us, but you gotta remember everyone has a different opinion. And you know, I will also say the same, but then I have to stock up on Bible Stars and shit after not playing it for a while and then coming back and then live streaming it on Dante Must Die. This game is hard because the harder the difficulty, the less damage you do and the more damage the fucking enemies and bosses do to you. Don't even get me started on their Devil Trigger and Dante Must Die. That is some bullshit. They be tanking everything. And then S rankings are also kind of a challenge because you have to hit without getting hit. You gotta be on some Muhammad Ali bullshit. And I don't remember if you get penalized for using... Oh wait, yes you do. I don't remember if you get penalized for using the super costume, but you do get penalized for using items. And then yeah, there's like holy waters and devil stars and all this shit. But devil stars are useless when you have the super costumes if you want to use those. Holy waters are useless in the harder difficulties because they just fucking drink that shit like it's regular goddamn water. And then level design. Sometimes you'll be falling off of shit, you'll be landing in spikes and shit because they decide to spawn demons in like some of the most inconvenient places. And then some bosses just decide to spam that one move they know they can hit you with all the time. And then with Virgil, he fucking heals when he's in the Devil Trigger, especially in the third boss fight. Don't even get me started on that shit. That was so goddamn annoying, but I did appreciate the challenge. And then turbo mode's also pretty fast in this game. You won't be able to keep up in the harder difficulties, but I like the challenge. And again, some people might not consider it the hardest, but a lot of people do. And I understand why with all these reasons. Also, before the special edition, the original DMC3, it was so hard that they had to tone it down in the special edition because people were just fucking struggling, man. They were fighting for their actual life. So yes, DMC3 will be in S tier when it comes to difficulty. Am I just sucking this game dick? No, trust me. Because it's probably not the hardest for me. Actually, no, it isn't. But it is for most people. So that's why it's in S rank. Anyway, that is going to be it for today, guys. Please leave a like, comment if you're new, subscribe, and leave your personal ranking on the comments. I am curious to see what you guys would rank easiest to hardest. And let me know if you agree or you disagree. We love to talk about shit here. Once again, I'm going to repeat myself. But I do have some future videos coming up. I have a live stream coming up. And then I also wanted to make a Resident Evil game because, you know, people love when motherfuckers get scared and shit. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. Also, thank you for the subs and the views and the likes. I cannot appreciate this enough. Who knows, y'all might get me out the trenches and then I'll have to do a fucking giveaway for y'all, but we'll see. Anyway, goodbye, that's it, see you in the next one.